Wipers off. Okay, so if you can hear that quiet clicking, not the bing, 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 like hear it for a second. If anybody knows what that is, let me know down in the comments below, because I have no clue what that is. Anyway, coming back over here, we have, focus. Okay, ignition key is on. Press any key, enter. Says we have one code. Let's read that code. Stored codes. And forward. Glow plug monitor fault bank number 2, P1396. So that's the area code we're getting, and that's what we're going to try to address today. So on this truck we have this is our glow plug relay right here, which it's already been replaced, but the simple way to check this is you have these top 2 posts right here. You want to make sure that one side has 12 volt signal while the key's off. The other side has 12 volt signal when the key's on, and this one does, and it's good because the truck starts. Your truck wouldn't start if this didn't work. So that's the telltale sign of that being broken, but that's already been recently replaced. So the other issue that can happen is the glow plugs themselves can fail. So to test the glow plugs, you need to get underneath these little wiring clips here. Now there's 4 of them on this year model. On some other F-250s and diesel Fords, there's only 1 plug and whatnot. Now, you're not going to be able to see on the inside of this, but there's 4 wires on this clip. The outside 2 are ground wires for the glow plugs, and those are the wires that you need to check. Now, they need to return a grounding signal with a resistance between 0.5 ohms and I think it's 2 ohms is the factory spec. And I've checked all of mine, and they're all at 0.62 or something like that, except for one, which it doesn't have a signal at all. So that tells me we have a bad glow plug. So we'll show that. So you're just gonna have to trust me that I'm probing the outside and inside wires. So I'm gonna probe the one that's furthest most forward real quick and just show you that you see how it gives us a reading. And now I know my multimeter's probably set up wrong, but at least it gives us a reading. Now this outside one, you see that one? I think it just disappears if it doesn't do anything. And I'm touching the innermost wire, or the wire closest to the firewall coming out of this connector, and it's not doing anything. Whereas this front one, it's at least giving us some sort of a signal. Okay, so right now it's connected to the frontmost pin closest to the front of the vehicle. And you can see that it's actually giving us a resistance, which means that our glow plug is actually getting a signal, which is good. If we touch the outermost pin, it doesn't do anything. So it seems like in order to get to the valve cover on this side, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 bolts, and then I would imagine that there's 4 more along the bottom side, and this engine oil dipstick that we have to disconnect from the valve cover, and then probably just squeeze it past the silver thing. And these look like they're probably about a 1/2 inch or 12 or 13 millimeter. But American trucks, I don't know yet. I haven't worked on this thing before. So we're gonna get the valve cover pulled off, and then we will show you the guts of it. Okay. So if you're looking down in here, we have this little, I guess this is a diesel injector. I don't know much about these, so take this with a grain of salt. So we got wires that come through, and we're looking at the wires from this side of this, from the right hand side of this clip, which lead into this coil pack, because this should be our dead one. And then if we look down in here, right down, if you can kind of see where my finger is pointing, you see that little cap right there? We're gonna have to pry that little wire off, like so. Get that out of the way, and then you can see the tip down in there, right there, to our glow plug that we need to remove. So we need to get a 10 millimeter that's kind of like a long with an extension, it looks like. So a deep 10 with an extension and like 1/4 inch. That's I think what we need. So I'll be right. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to break it loose with a deep 10 millimeter socket. Once you break it loose, you need to take a little bit of hose, slip it over the end of it, and twist it out. Now that we got the old plug out, we have our new plug right here, which is OEM Ford Motorcraft parts. Motorcraft, not Motocraft. It is that part number right there if you guys need to get one yourself, or 8 of them. I got it on Amazon. I'll put a link down below. They sell them as a kit or just by the singles. I'm only doing the one because I'm a poor boy at the moment, so. Last thing we gotta do is change out the gasket, out with the old and with the new. Okay, sick. All right, that's it. All buttoned up, ready to hop in the cabin, clear the code, and see what happens. Look at that! No more check engine light. No giant puff of smoke out the side either. I think we fixed it, guys. All right, guys, so truck's fixed. It looks like we're gonna go out and do some testing with it, and I'll drive it around for a little bit, and hopefully that fixes our issue. So if you guys get the P9036 or even the 9035, you guys know what action you guys need to go to do to fix it. It's really not a bad job. The bolts in the back of the head are a little bit difficult to get to for the valve covers, but if you can feel for the bolt, you can get it. It's not a big deal. Just take your time, use a variety of 13s that are short and deep, 1/4 inch, 3/8 inch, and you'll be able to get it no problem. Multimeter is your best friend, and just make sure that your glow plugs have continuity, because unlike a spark plug, they are grounded at all times, and that's how they work. That's just the way the system works. And if one fails, you end up with check engine lights, you end up with white smoke out the exhaust, you end up with hard starts, which this truck had all of. So I'm glad we got them fixed. It seems like the truck's gonna be a little bit better, and it seems like it's usable now. So next up, I just gotta find a tailgate for this thing. Long story short, my dad accidentally rolled the truck down a hill and backed it into a tree at his property, and one thing led to another. Now it needs a new tailgate and the mounting hardware, and I gotta make some repairs there. But what can I say? That's gonna be it for today. Remember to like, comment, subscribe. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.